What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here, and we are back with our franchise mode with the Vancouver Canucks, and my goodness, I have never seen such overwhelming support to sign someone, but we're not going to do it. No, I'm just kidding. We're totally doing it, man. You guys have convinced me. We need an enforcer. Yes, we need an enforcer. We need to keep it alive. But first things first, let's sign someone else. Now, someone was saying to go for Hoffman over Little. The only thing about that is left winger, and I don't know, I checked him out a little bit before this. His shot is pretty much kind of the same as Little's. His awareness and passing aren't as good. Some of his deking stuff is better. His poise is slightly better, I think. Yeah, his poise is slightly better. His defense isn't as good, though. Well, it is. It's kind of the same. No, not really. It's because the shot blocking a bit up there. So I'm kind of torn on that. I would rather have a righty, and he costs less, and less teams are interested in him, and he wants less years. So that's the main thing. The team's interested, he wants more years, and see, I could maybe go for him, maybe play him on the right side as a lefty, although he is listed to be a first liner, which is, again, sort of a problem sometimes. But we can go for Little instead. And that's who I think we should go for. Now, we have 15 mil to work with, so we could give this guy like a solid 8.5 mil for a couple years. And that's probably what I'll do, like 2 years, 1 or 2 years. I think 2 years would be the solid one. He turns 34, and then we can decide, do we want to keep him, hold on to him? And we could always trade him, after this first year, or at the deadline. If we have guys jumping up, stuff like that, he can always be moved, and he should still have decent value. All right, so I think Little is the best option in that sense. So we're going to go from no teams are interested in him as well, which gives us the advantage. And, yeah, I think he would work well. It does give us, there's 2 playmakers, then there's only like 1 two-way forward who would be on that line, which would kind of mean maybe there might not a lot of scoring be happening, but he has a decent shot. I think Brassard has a good shot, and of course Sutter has a good shot. He's been sort of a playmaker, but someone's got to step up and get goals on that line, I think. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. It could be that it backfires and we have some scoring trouble, but I don't think so. I think it'll help, actually. So that's what I'm going to kind of bank on, seeing if Brian Little would work well on that line. And if we do have some jumps, Sutter can always be the third-line center, and we could have someone on that right wing side who's a scorer more, like Virtanen or something like that. Again, it depends. It all depends. We'll see how the lines work. But I think we need Brian Little. So I'm gonna give him 2 years. Holy fuck, that jumps up a hell of a lot for only. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting it to jump up that much, to be honest. Ooh man, maybe I'll have to sign him to 3 years and then have to trade him at a certain point. Oh man, that's actually tough. Okay, because hold on, let me double check all our contracts real quick. I didn't think it'd go up that much if I lower just a year lowering it. That's a bit tricky. Okay, hold on here. Okay, I just want to see what's expiring. We can always trade the guy, which wouldn't be that bad. And if we're not signing to any long-term deal, it makes sense that we could trade. Okay, Brassard, we could save money on Brassard. Sutter might stick around that same price, but Besser will probably have to pay more. Baertschi definitely gonna have to pay more. So, okay. Stature might hang around that. It might go up about $1 million or so. Virtanen we might trade, so that's contract off. But Granlund might go up a bit. Videma will definitely go up a bit. Yeah, there's gonna be a few guys. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a few here that we'll have to but actually not too much. And we could always get rid of Eriksson's contract if we wanted to. Just dump it somewhere. Yeah, that's always a possibility as well. Paying $6 million to a guy. And he might also just retire as well. So we still have another full year to decide on that one. Okay, I think it'll work. I think it'll all work out. Because if you're looking at all skaters, a few guys are going to get upgrades. Brassard will get a downgrade if we want to resign him. He's not going to be wanting no 10 mil. So if we did sign to 3 years, we could use him for 1 or 2 years and still trade him. And it wouldn't be horrible. I don't think. I just don't want to spend like 9 mil on a guy for 2 years when I could get him for 3 years for like 8 mil or 7 mil. Ooh, I don't know. This is tough, actually. We still need another couple guys. Although, if we save enough money on Brassard, signing these other guys, I'm still worried about like Baertschi and Besser and someone else, like some of these other guys wanting a bit too much. Like, not too much, like they don't deserve it, but a bit too much where it's going to make it really tricky for us to re-sign everyone. In which case, yeah, we can make a trade, but... yeah, man. If I did that 2 years, I'd have to at least give him 9 mil. Which is a lot. If I did the 3 years, I could get him for about 7.5, most likely. Unless someone else starts to go after him and offer him a better price. In which case, we may lose that. But I don't also want to stupidly overpay for the guy. It's basically a difference between like $1.5 million, but that would make a lot of difference. You add in that $1.5 million to what we'll save on Brassard. Maybe you can split the difference with some of these guys. You know what? I actually think we'll be fine. Let me see. Yeah, we got Demko locked in. Yeah, Berchi, how much? Like, he's only going to want a couple mil increase. So let's say 2 mil increase, and that's probably being generous for Berchi. We could probably get him a bit lower than like 8.5. So we'll just be generous with a 2 mil increase for him. Same as Besser, maybe 2 or 3 mil, depending on the jump he gets, 2 or 3 mil. So that's like 5 mil total. Sutter maybe 1 mil jump. Same with him. So like 7 or so mil. We could always dump off. Yeah, okay. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. Okay. I just wanted to kind of look and make sure that I wasn't going to screw myself. Now, we could do the 2 years. And that might be the better option here. Problem is, we'd have to sign all those guys next year. To the... Alright, well, the thing is, we always have... Yeah, we could always dump off contracts. So I think it'll be fine to just do the 2 years and pay him a little bit extra. Now, you might disagree with that, but I can maybe just get him for 8.5 for those 2 years, maybe. The thing is, I'm kind of worried about another team swooping in there and picking him up, so I could just do the 2 years for 9 mil, and that should secure him. And we could always trade him off. Although, if we wanted to have a better trade, it would be better just to give him the 2 years, the 3 years and less price. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. Because that big of a contract, I'd probably have to retain to trade him to anywhere that would make sense realism-wise. So I'm actually going to go down to 3 years and what he wants and go over by 7. I'm going to give him 7.750 just to make sure I can get him for 3 years. I think that should get him. All right, now that we're spending probably $1.25 million less than we would have been, that'll help. And that's not an outrageous contract for this guy. And it'll be movable, but basically. It'll still be movable. And if we have to retain salary, we'll only have to retain it for like a year, if anything. And we might not even have to retain salary, so. I'm so torn on that. It's like, okay, yeah, I think I made up my mind. I'm sorry, I've been thinking about it, looking at things. I think I am going to do the 3 years for this price, but I'm going to try to get him for 7.5 instead. All right, and it's a bit of a risk. But at the same time, if high risk, high reward in this situation. If we can get him for this, it could be awesome. For a way less price, $1.5 million. For 1 extra year, sure. But that also gives us 1 extra year to try to trade him. If we for some reason need him next year, which probably won't be the case, but it might be the case. So it would be probably better to get him there. Or you might argue then we could always sign him for less money at that point. But I don't know. I feel better about this. So I'm gonna go 3 years on that, okay? So this could be risky. We could not get him, but that's gonna have to be a risk we got to take. Okay, now where is that one guy? Where the hell was he at? What was his name, man? There he is. The enforcer, Bryce Kreider. Oh, ridiculous, man. What's he want? What kind of deals does he want? Really a two-way deal? He actually does. What the hell? He wants a two-way deal. I'll give it to him. All right, we got him. 81 overall guy, we got him. Okay, now was there any other potential guys in here? I feel like there's like 1 or 2 more that I was going to go for. The 70-72 guy? No, he's a playmaker. Was it this guy at power forward? Maybe. 21 and 76. That's okay. Yeah, that's actually really... Oh, he's a sniper, though. Nah. I don't know about a sniper. How's his defensive stats? I don't know. Not a huge fan. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about those guys. I mean, I could get one, but I'm not a huge, like, he would be one I would maybe kind of go for, but I really don't like that, that he's a sniper. I don't know. He's okay. I mean, I could get him just to get him, but, This guy's a playmaker. He's worth less. Power forward. I have a few of those. You know what? I'm going to sign this guy. See what he turns out to be. Screw it. I have to give him the full 3 years, so let me... I'm actually not even going to crank it up. Someone wants to come in and swoop. I'll crank it up like that, but I don't want to... I don't really need the guy. I'll just do that, and then I think that was it. And someone was saying there was a better goalie, and that I shouldn't have signed, what's his name? I forget the guy's name now. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there was. My bad. Okay. He's in there. But he might be already listed as a backup, so... Oh, no, he's listed to be a minor starter. He might jump, but... The other guy we have listed to be a minor starter as well. You know, we could... That Carletto guy he's pretty much nothing. We could just still sign this guy. He only wants his two-way deal. It's his entry. All right, I could sign him anyway, I'm pretty sure. So, let's get him. And then we could always have Carletto scratch like we did last year. Screw him. Make sure that the other guy's growing with this guy. So I'm going to do that. And he might actually jump up and become our backup over Vevalainen if Vevalainen isn't, you know, listed to be that. So I'm going to do that. Thank you for that. That's a good idea. And I think that's pretty much it. Now let's advance a day or two here and see if we can get all these guys. And then I'll double check our contracts and see what else we need. But I think that's pretty much it. And the fourth liner and the second liner guy. Come on. We got Kreider, we got Khudobin, we got Pumanovs, okay. Yeah, Vevalainen didn't like that. All right, come on. Yes! Oh, we got Brian Little, okay. Now we got him to that 3-year deal, which could be good for us. It could prove to be a boon. All right, if we do need him for 2 years, we can trade him. If we don't, it'll be easier to trade him anyway because he's less money. Some teams will still accept the 2 years left. Plus, we could always trade him at the following draft if, you know, I don't know. Something. We have options with him, basically, and less money that we're spending to make it more likely we could get everyone back next year. So I'm a fan of that, to be honest. But we'll be able to save money on Brassard next year. We'll sign a few people for extra money. But I still think we should have a couple mil cushion to work with. And if we don't, well, we already have saved ourselves some money right now and have a bit of a cushion already. So let me just check everything, make sure we have everything we need. And we can see how, yeah, we maxed out on roster slots. So, yeah. All right. Oh, okay. Now, let's check it. Forwards, we got Berchi, Horvat, and then hopefully Besser if he jumps. Then Brassard, Little, and Sutter, 3 centers. Virtanen, we'll probably trade at some point. Then we got Granlund, Videma, hopefully will be third line. Castles as well. And then Eriksson might be, it might have to be third. I don't know. We'll see who goes where. Who's in the system? I feel like we're missing, yeah, okay, I knew it. I was like, wait a sec, we're missing someone. Yeah, we were missing Brown. Then we got Kreider as well. And we got some other guys who probably have jumped up too. So there's probably going to be a lot of trading here after free agency is done. Once I kind of see what's going on, we'll probably do some trading and try to free up some space. And it might be that we can ship off Eriksson. But with that, his contract left, I don't know. If anyone wants him, we'll ship him off for basically nothing. But, yeah, I think people are taking his spot, and I'd rather give it to those guys. So defensively, we're fine. What the hell? Hold on. We're missing someone. Who are we even missing? Hold on. Okay, yeah. There's someone should get a jump here. I'm hoping. I'm thinking Giftopoulos might get a jump. Maybe even Liljegren will be ready. We'll see what happens. And then we should be fine for goaltenders. He's listed to be a minor starter. Hold on. But we'll see. Maybe this guy gets a jump up and becomes a backup. Either way, one of those guys will be in the AHL. Carletto will most likely be scratched. We'll actually just probably package the guy in somewhere. Or we might hurt everyone's morale if we sign a guy to trade a guy. That can actually affect the rest of your team sometimes. So maybe we just hold on to him and have him scratched. Not like it matters. He's got no value anyway, so... All right, okay, so I think we got everything we need. We're just going to sim up to the regular season. I'm going to start looking at the lines and then probably make a few trades just to free up some space and try to restock some things, and we'll be ready to start the season. Alright, so I got the lines relatively figured out for now. This is temporary because we're probably going to make some changes, but I'm surprised that I didn't see Besser jump up. Really surprised, actually, but he produced pretty damn well last year. Maybe I'll just try him on the first line anyway, even though he's not that, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that. Virtanen just 84 now. I think he's pretty much just done. So we'll either need a first or a second liner here. Now, we can make a move for something. That's just it's a problem though, definitely. I think we need something here. We could play Besser with these two, and they'll complement him really well. We just need someone to play that first line then, which could be difficult to find someone like that. We need like one more year for Shushko to get there. He's doing pretty good. He's growing really well. Next year he's NHL ready for sure. Rasmussen, he's kind of hanging around there, but he's playing first line. I got Hischier on the second. And I was thinking about switching him, but Hischier, his offensive stats aren't great either. So, I mean, I'm not too sure. I need some more offense here. I mean, this guy is okay with his offense. That's why I got him on there. Harkins, he's probably not going to get too good. And, like, that's the problem, though. We got some guys here who just don't look like they have great offensive stats, which is a bit of an issue. But I got Linden here, so hopefully he gets something. We got a great AHL team. It's just that some of them are just not... I just can't find good roles from anyway. We got Liljegren is an 80 now, so he jumped up nicely. He's listed to be top 4. I'm going to play him in the top 2 in the HL anyway. I think that would help him out more. Playing with Cale Fleury here, and then those two will chill there. And then our goalie situation is, oops, that wasn't our goalie situation at all. This is Vavalainen, then I got the other guy scratched, and I got Marmeland in there because if you look at our NHL, that guy jumped up to an 82, and he's listed as a backup, so beautiful. We have hopefully going to train up a solid backup here for Demko. And, yeah, so I think we do need to make some, and you notice I don't even have Eriksson in here because he dropped down further, so I think we should just try to get rid of him and get rid of that contract and still try to pick up some kind of a first or second liner here. So that's our next move right here. But look, yeah, Kreider's in there. Beautiful. We got Kreider in there. He's playing with Castles and Gauntz right now. And that's our third. I kind of like our third line. Logan Brown, Brandon Sutter, and Marcus Granlund. That's a pretty solid third line. But yeah, Virtanen, I don't think he has a place on the team right now anymore. I mean, we've tried him, and he doesn't produce that well the way he's dropping. He doesn't have good defense. He's not really even good offensively. He's got a decent shot, but that's about it. I think he's boosted up by his physical and his skating, to be honest. Everything else is kind of eh. And his defense really brings him down, though. So, yeah, I think Besser's either going to be playing first or second line, depending on who we can find in a trade. But I'm a little disappointed that he didn't jump up. So maybe he'll jump up throughout the year if we play him on the second or first line. He is 23, so he's still got time. Even if he doesn't jump, he's still solid for our second or for our second line. I mean, he produces well, so I'm not even mad. Anyway, so let's look at trade possibilities here. Let's see what we could give up and other stuff. So we do have Vidamo. I wouldn't be too opposed to giving up Vidamo because I'm not even using him right now. I could use him somewhere, but it's like him or Granlund, basically. And I'd kind of rather go with Granlund almost. So, I mean, if we're looking at what we can use here, or what we can give up, basically. Let's see. Virtanen will go in for sure. So Virtanen's going in. And then we're going to have... Who else? Maybe Vidamo. Yeah, he's scratched right now. I'm just kind of like, his defense is good and all. And he's got decent offense. He played really well with us, but he's still listed to be depth. I don't think he's going to grow anymore. Although he could be great for that third line. That's the thing. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn between him or Granlund. Like, Granlund just seems overall slightly better, though. Like, where's Granlund, though? Hold on. Is he below him? Where the hell is he? Let me just sort by overalls here. I'll find him quicker. There we go. There he is. So, yeah, he's same overall. His defensive stats are a bit more rounded, and he's still got good offensive stats. Like, yeah, he's still good offensive stats. Oh, he's freaking right next to him. Yeah, like, defensive stats are slightly more well-rounded, and his offense, they're basically the same. He's got I mean, Vademo's like, no, yeah, actually, Granlund's better. Yeah, Granlund's better than Vademo. So I think Vademo, yeah, we could probably package him into a deal as well. So these two, and then we'll see what's available, basically, from a team that wants them both. This team wants them both. I see Bergeron, but I don't think he'd be a great, 86. I mean, it's not bad. We could try for Pasternak, but he's another playmaker, and that would, yeah, we need some kind of a goal scorer. Bergeron's not really that goal scorer. No, definitely not. So, yeah, I don't think Boston's a good place. Buffalo, let's see. What about, I'm thinking they probably, yeah, there's no way they're going to, yeah, Reinhardt, there's no way they'd want to give him up. And it makes a lot of sense why they wouldn't. Why would you give him up? Go for Nylander. Try him out. Oh, two-way forward. How's his shooting? No, definitely not. His shooting's not. Oh, everything else is really good, though. Look at his passing and offensive awareness. But, again, we need a goal scorer. We're not looking for, like, we just need a goal scorer. And that's what we need, really. I'd be great if I was looking for another supplemental passer, but I don't think he fits into our scheme here of getting some kind of a goal scorer. And no one's really given anyone up by the looks of it. Yeah. Atkinson wouldn't be bad, to be honest. But why would these guys give him up, you know? Yeah, they probably want to hold on to Atkinson. Trade with the guys who knocked us out? I don't know. And they don't really want to give up anyone either. And they don't really have anyone, to be honest, that I'm even looking at that look good. I'll look around for anyone and everyone, though, because, yeah, we need something here. Colorado wants them both. Grigorenko actually got relatively good for this game. I don't like his shot. His shot's not amazing, though. Yeah, I definitely want someone with a better shot. And then we'll see, Semin, but no, Simmons would have declined a lot more. Yeah, nope, no, not even close. Who's this guy? I don't think he gets much better. Yeah, his shot's not it's a hard shot, but not a great shot. Yeah, this is tough, definitely. But there's got to be someone in here that will suit our needs. Eberle, no. How about Florida? You have anyone here? Not looking like it. If I'm just sorting by overalls, right? Stone. I mean, he could work. The value's kind of okay. Power forward. He looks like he could score a bit of goals as well. It's always nice to have power forwards in that top. That might be an idea. I'll keep him in mind. I'll keep Stone in mind on Florida. So Florida Stone. I'll keep him in mind for sure. Toffoli wouldn't be bad either, but again, I think they're still kind of trying to win now. Is LA. That's why they're wanting to give up their pick. Although they do look like they also need a rebuild at the same time. So they're a bit torn on that. And we also need to make sure the contract makes sense. Like, not too many years left. Okay, that's too many, I think. What did Stone have left on his deal? How many years left was on that deal? 2 years left. That makes a bit of sense, though. That does make a bit of sense. Hold on. Stone might be the best here. I'm still going to look around, but Stone really could be the best option here. Yeah, none of these guys. Stone is looking really good now. Not any of these guys by the looks of it. Why do they have Spezza? Palmieri, nope. None of these guys. Yeah, Stone is looking really good. Yeah, the problem is we'd have to give up quite a bit for him, most likely. Oh, man, this is going to be tough. I'm just looking at what's even available, and it's looking... Whoa, Senators, what's up with your having no players? We could pick up Bobby Ryan, maybe, for a while. I don't know why they're not wanting to give him up. They're wanting to give up everything else. They have nothing else. Interesting. It's actually slightly better to try to get, although more money. Yeah, and 2 years left. Yeah, the Stone is looking so good. All right, well, just keep looking around. I want to make sure everything is taken care of. Yeah, these guys too much. Although they'd be good, just too much value to try to get. How about Hornqvist by this point? They don't want to give him up, and that's the issue. If they wanted to give him up, I could get him, but 2 years left, 6 mil. It's a bit much. Joe Pavel. Okay, hold on. How's Pavelski? Oh, has he dropped a lot? He must have dropped a lot. He's not even on here. Oh, my goodness. Poor Pavelski. Yeah, I dropped off a crap ton. Timo Meier, nah. They got Kuznetsov. Yeah, no one else. I need a winger. Need like a winger. Yeah, no, nothing here. Faber did pretty good. Is he a righty? No, he's a lefty. They got Hoffman. Yakupov, nah. Yeah, I think it's really got to be Stone, but I'm just going to make sure I get everything looked at. Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm actually done looking. It's got to be Stone. I got to try to make that trade go through. So, all right, let's try to see what we could get for what they want for Stone. They'd have too many skaters, so we'd have to take other stuff back, which is a bit of an issue because we might also want to dump off the Eriksson contract, although they don't want it, and that makes sense. I don't think we're going to be able to dump this off. He's just too bad. Yeah, he's just terrible, which sucks, but whatever. We technically couldn't trade him anyway because he had a no move or whatever. All right, so picks it might have to be. They want picks. Okay, let's throw in like, I kind of maybe want to keep the first, although we have a lot of good top guys coming. Maybe I want to keep the seconds. Well, although, yeah, to be honest, though, some of the top guys aren't good at offense. We have a couple. Shushko's good at offense, but then that actually kind of takes care. Well, we don't know how much longer Broussard and Little are going to be here, so yeah. Let's throw in a second and a third. See what the value is on that. That looks decent, but we'd have to take back someone else. So, yeah, we'd have to take back someone else. All right, so is there anyone they want to give up with no value? Probably not. Kuhlman, how much he has 1 year left? Okay. They could take back someone like that. Just Kuhlman. All right, now that would be league approved. The value, they don't want to give up Stone either, so it might be tough. But they want the second, the third, and Vademo. They just don't want Vertanen, but he's kind of a replacement for Stone for the time being. So that'd be okay for them. All right, let's try to see if this will go through. I doubt it'll go through like this, but we're going to try it. Not quite. The value just isn't up to snuff. Doesn't match the block needs particularly well. Okay. So Vertanen, yeah, definitely he's got to be in the deal. Vademo as well. Don't quite need him anymore. I'd rather use Granlund basically. So what else? What little stuff can we give him here? Can't really give him any more, obviously, players. If we're giving, I could give a third from the year after. We're not a draft-heavy team anymore, so 2/3 and a second. It makes a lot of sense for someone like Stone. He could be a really good goal scorer for us. He's the right age, like right in his prime now. I think it could be pretty good. We'd have to sign him for more money. That's another person. But we have him for 2 more years on this deal. And at 87 overall, it's not bad at all. So, yeah, he could be a really good goal scorer for us. That's what it's looking like, at least. We could probably put him on the first line right now. Then we could keep Besser on the second line to get the goal scoring there. So let's try that. Still not. Well, then. We could always retain salary on Vertanen's deal, but that makes a lot of... I mean, it won't matter. He's got 1 year left, but I don't think that pushed the value across that much. I mean, I'll try it, but I don't think it'll push the value across that much, will it? I don't think so. Still not, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we might actually have to give up a first. I'm not super excited about giving up a first, but it does secure us what we need for this foreseeable future. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's hold on to these. Let's throw in a first from this actually from the year after. Let's do it from the year after because we're making some changes this year. We might not want to give him the first from this year. All right, so yeah, let's give up the first from the year after. Vademo, Vertanen for Stone and Kuhlman. Come on. Okay, just too off. Well, I'll throw in some extra stuff. I want this trade. Let's throw in a third from this year. That should push it across right there. What the hell? Still not? I could do a second, or I could do 2/3. Let me start with 2/3. I don't want to give up a second quite yet. Let me start with 2/3. Still a bit much, man, but we'll do it. We'll try that. Holy all right. Well, a second I could do, but this is getting a little ridiculous here for one guy. I don't know if we could do it. I don't think we could do... Oh, shit. I didn't mean to remove Vademo. I don't think we can get that guy. So let me look around a bit more for some other stuff. Okay, guys, so I could not find a trade, anything that made sense for us and in the realism aspect. I was looking at Corey Perry, but Anaheim's still a great team. They want one last run by the looks of it, so I just think we're going to have to start the season with this and then kind of, and down the road, we'll try to see if anyone like goes on the block or someone we could pick up like comes available. Because right now it's just it's not looking good. So we're probably just gonna have to start the season off and go with that. So yeah, I mean unfortunately that's the way it's looking. Holy crap! I didn't do my power play lines too much. Yeah. What the hell? That's not what it was supposed to be right here. Or actually, yeah, it was, wasn't it? Oh yeah, the only one I'm missing was Sutter. Anyway, so basically, yeah, hold on. Let me fix that real quick. Okay, so I just fixed that the special teams and everything like that. So, yeah, it sucks having Virtanen here again, but we gotta wait. We just have to wait. I fixed and our defense as well. Good Branson. We're probably gonna have to fix that a little bit as well. We're kind of waiting for some other guys like Liljegren, some of these guys, but the top pairing. I mean, we could always, oh shit, damn it, it could always be like Yule Levy and Hutton, two lefties, and that's not too bad. Thing is, I do want to see how Liljegren does, and Goodbranson is pretty good defensively for the top pairing. I mean, he does okay there, so I'm gonna give Yule Levy some more time right here. He's getting good defensively as well. So I mean, when he and Hutton get up there together, I'm pretty sure they'll kill it. I mean, but for right now, I kind of want to spread some of it out. And Larson's here again to spot fill. All right, so yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not ideal to have to play with Virtanen for a bit, but I need some things to open up. I want to see how Anaheim starts doing. If it looks like maybe they're going to want to trade some guys, then I'll go for Corey Perry, stuff like that. But we need something there, I think. So it sucks. It's hard to make a trade, but we don't really. I mean, we have the assets, but I can't find one that makes sense. We'd have to give up a crap ton to make one go through. So I'm gonna wait to see who had hit the block. And before we do the simming, let's check out the awards from last year. All right, so I do apologize that I couldn't get a trade through, but it was pretty tough, like looking at everything. So yeah, Calgary won the Stanley Cup. Presidents went to Pittsburgh again. All right, and the player awards: Art Ross, Jamie Benn, Hart, Cam Fowler won the Norris, Lady Byng went to Sagan, DeBrincat won the Calder, Conn Smythe went to Gillies, yeah, earned it. Vesna went to Holtby, Wayman Jennings went to Murray, Chikrin got to Bill Masterton, Jordan Stahl got to Frank J. Selke, Ted Lindsay went to Jamie Benn, and Maurice Richard went to Tavares. So there you have it. Those were the awards. And at this point, I think we can just get into the simming. I need to turn off injuries, though, I'm pretty sure, because I didn't. And yeah, we'll just get into the simming and stuff like that, just because there's really nothing I could do for that for the trade right now. Plus, this will give you guys a chance to like chime in anything else that you'd see that might make sense. But I'm just gonna get this first little bit simmed here, and we'll see how we start off the season. And we'll start reassessing throughout the year. But yeah, I think there definitely needs to make a trade. We have freaking what's his name scratched as well. So there's a few things that need to get changed. Vidamo being scratched won't matter because he's depth, but Eriksson being scratched will definitely going to start to affect him. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Hopefully he just retires because it sucks that we're still paying him as much as we are. But yeah, I couldn't trade him for the with that value, and we were kind of still using him, and then he dropped way too quickly. So it happens. And technically, I guess he had a no move clause up until this last year or something like that. Someone was telling me. So all right, I guess we're trying to go realistic. Then that makes sense as well. So we kind of just have to eat that contract at this point. But he did help us out throughout the playoffs, so I'm happy about that. So it wasn't all bad with Eriksson, but at this point, yeah, it kind of sucks. No one's gonna want that contract at all. So hopefully he retires is basically what we got to hope for. So we're killing it so far in the preseason. But yeah, I definitely am trying to think of what we can do for a trade of some sort. And I'm not too sure because it's tough. I mean, Stone was looking great. It's just I had to give up so much for him. And the trade definitely kind of made sense. It looked like Florida, they're still kind of rebuilding, but they didn't want to give him up. So that makes it tougher. And I was trying to give him younger guys and stuff, someone to replace Stone and Virtanen, Vidamo, another prospect for him. But yeah, just wasn't happening. So we're 0-1 to start the season, and now we're 1-1. There we go. All right, and it looks like we're gonna beat the Oilers there because the record changes before it shows you the score sometimes. So all right, let's see what happens here in this the beginning of the season. It could work fine, like Virtanen on that line. It's worked okay in the past. You know, but right now, it's looking like we're not scoring too much, but our defense and goaltending doing a good job. But yeah, there's another thing. Our defense does need to improve slightly. Goodbranson is a top 4 guy. He's playing on the top 2 because we don't really have another option, but he's definitely going to be a top 4 guy. We need someone to fill that role quickly, and right now, 3-3, not having the greatest start to the season. So hopefully we can get that going. We're going to have to check all the stats and stuff after this first break. But yeah, 4-4. It's not whatever we got. It's not quite working. We definitely need to change it up. And that's what I was trying to look for, something like that. But I got to see what Anaheim's like. I want to see if they're having like a bad start. I really hope they have a bad start to the year. But they have such a good defense and goaltending that how are they going to have that bad of a start unless they just don't score, which, I mean, you got Corey Perry. He's going to score. So, yeah, bit of a 50-50 start for us. Even our AHL team started to slip, which is weird because we have an incredible AHL team. So I think they'll start to get better eventually. But I'm just worried about this NHL team, how they do. So we'll have to see. I'm hoping this month goes a bit better than the last half month. But it is starting to look better. But again, we're not scoring enough. I can just tell by the goals, like the scores of each game. I really don't think we're scoring enough. And it has a lot to do with Virtanen being there and not having another solid goal scorer. So, yeah, that's definitely something we got to address. And I'm starting out Besser on the second line because that's what he's listed as for now. I can always move him up. Like, that's not an issue, moving him up. It's just if I can get someone to play on that second line. Maybe I want to give Besser one more year on what he's, wants to play on. All right, so, yep, another win. There we go. Yeah, look, but every time we win, it feels like pretty low scoring sometimes. Besides that 5-4 against Calgary. Yeah, we definitely need more. I can just tell. We need more goal scoring. We need, like, a solid goal scorer. And then other people will get back. I'm hoping Shishko gets a really heavy jump. Maybe even heavy enough to tell that he can play second line next year, which would be incredible. If he can get up to like an 85 and be able to play second line, boom, he's set. Like, that is beautiful. So we're 10-6. Haven't got any of these overtime losses. Every 1-goal loss has been in regulation, which is really hurting our record. I mean, this would look so much better. We had like two of those losses in overtime losses. Our record already looks a crap ton better, but it's decent right now. We got a 2-to-1 loss ratio. We're starting to get back on top of things. Looks like we're scoring a bit more as well. So it's not horrible, but I still think we need someone else besides Virtanen. It's just, I think we're too inconsistent right now. We need something else to help. So I'll take a look around and see if anyone wants to make some moves. I didn't see anything in here against Anaheim, so I couldn't really check on how they were doing. But yeah, this is rough. It's rough. I wanted to make a trade, but it's just nothing looked good. And I just have to see if anyone's going to up. Ooh, Washington's having a bad year. Unfortunately, they didn't look like they had that great, any like good right wingers. Unless Ovechkin hits the block. Although that's way too much money. Florida's doing well, so they probably don't want to trade off Stone, So here we are, 17-8-0. It's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. That's a good record. Yeah, Anaheim's right frickin' behind us, man. Although LA and Toffoli might be an option if they want to give him up, but they're kind of right in there as well. So we'll have to check and we'll have to basically see. I'm not too sure. Hutton leading in points. That's kind of not a good sign because that means our forwards are struggling. We're actually scoring. We got back up there. We're scoring a bit more and we're keeping the puck out of the net really well. So everything's going well. Power play is okay, 20% or so. Penalty kill, not the greatest. Hopefully that gets better. 7-3-0 at home, 10-5-0 away, 7-3-0 the last 10. All right, and then personal stats. Hutton is leading in points, which is kind of funny. And then it's Besser next with 20. And look at that. Oh, yeah, our first line is hurting, I think. There's Berchi, there's Hor. They're not hurting that bad. Okay, it's not as bad. But Virtanen, yeah, I think he definitely brings them down. Sure, he scores some goals, but I mean, when he has 13 points, the other two guys have 19. The second line has like 20, 19, 20, basically 20 points. You could tell he definitely brings them down, and that's why we need someone better. I think Besser's working just fine on that line. I don't even want to move him. He's got the boost from morale, yeah, but he does really well with them. And yeah, I think I like him there on that second line with they're working well. Him, Little, and Brassard are working extremely well. So I think we got to find someone for that temporary first line, and then yeah. So this is rough. All right. Anyway, defenseman Hutton got 23 points. He's killing it. And then Ulevi, Branson. Yeah, he jumps back up always. Trampkin. Yeah, he's still going to be top 6. And let's see how the goaltender situation is doing. All right, they're both doing pretty damn well. Thatcher Demko's killing it, but our backup's doing really well as well. Got up to an 83. Could be a bit of morale. So, but yeah, everything is going really well. Besides that that 1 weak spot, which is Virtanen, and it makes sense. He's bringing down that line. So let me know what you guys think. Any kind of trade options or anything like that. I want to know everything. So yeah, let me know, and basically we'll try to see if we can make a move. Let me just check on LA and Anaheim real quick before we end this, because I still don't think they're not going to have him on the block, man. They're going to make a playoff run. There's no way. Yeah, Getzlaf and Perry, they want them both. They're playing really well. Perry jumped back up. All right, and LA, would they want to give up anyone? Have they updated that trade block at all? Doesn't look like it. They want to give up picks as well, so it looks like they're trying to make a run. Yeah. And even Florida, I passed them up, huh? Even Florida, they're probably not going to add Stone to the list at all. Yeah, this is just unfortunate as hell. There's just no one out there for us, so I'm not too sure how to go about it. But I'll take another good look. Where was Spets is a playmaker though anyway, and he's freaking, yeah, screw him. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff we need, but it's hard to get any of it because, yeah, hard to get trades. So all right, let me know what you guys think. We'll try to see what we could do, and I'll see you guys in the next one.